Hi everybody, welcome back to Tips for You. Today I want to talk to you about dark underarms. There's a condition that some women get where the underarm skin just looks very darkened. And there's several reasons that could be causing this, and you're just going to have to try with a little trial and error to see what works for you. One of the main reasons why you see darkness under your armpit is due to shaving, and not that shaving causes it. It doesn't cause it. But when you cut the hair off, when you shave, you leave a little bit of hair, because remember you're cutting it at the surface, so you leave a little bit of hair underneath the skin, and it's sitting in the follicle, and it causes like a shadow. And that little shadow is where you see the darkness. And when you cut the hair with the razor, it goes right across the hair like this, and it cuts it off bluntly, which makes it more obvious from under your skin. Normally, hair grows out through the follicle with a little point on the end, and that little point keeps it softer. And with that softness, it's not so noticeable, the little point coming up through the skin. But when you chop it off flat like that, it really does cause it to be more of a prominent shadow. Now, the only real way you can mitigate that situation is by not shaving, but by waxing. If you wax your underarms, then you can pull the hair right out of the follicle. You're removing the entire piece of hair. And when the hair grows back in, it'll grow in with that small little fine point on the end, and it won't have that bluntness. So it will be less obvious as far as a dark shadow goes. But of course, it's painful to wax. So, I mean, if you can, stand it. I don't like it, but then I don't have the dark shadow problem, and I can totally understand when somebody's feeling very self-conscious about something. So you may want to try the waxing. Again, be prepared, because it could be, painful. It might actually be better if you went to a salon to have it done, because usually somebody else doing something like that just, quickly is better than you kind of doing it and then you just feeling the pain along the way. And there's a lot of things that they can do to numb the area so that you don't feel it as much. And you might want to just, take an Advil before you go. What you can also do is you can switch antiperspirants or deodorants, whatever you're using. I had one gal who wrote me who was using her antiperspirant, and she just switched and she didn't use it anymore. She went to a deodorant, or she was using powders, and she said over time, she said her problem disappeared. So there's a lot of fragrances and chemicals in deodorants. I have a great video about antiperspirants versus using deodorants up if you want to give it a look. It's very helpful, and it talks about, aluminum and things like that. But, there are certain chemical reactions that occur. Everybody's body is different. We give off different salts and different enzymes and things, and it's very possible that it can cause someone's armpits to, in reaction to it, to get dark. So you might want to first try, switching to a different brand, because that might do the trick for you if you switch to a different brand. Or if you're using an antiperspirant, switch to a deodorant. That might help you as well. It could also be that you have a medical condition. And if you have a medical condition, you really should see your dermatologist, because there is something where people get dark markings under their armpits as well as in their groin. It has to do with insulin production, kind of a glandular disorder. And it's most typically common if you're going to have something like that in people who are excessively overweight. And then you can try to control it with, by controlling how you eat and your diet as it relates to insulin. But you want to make sure you check that with your doctor if you think that could be your situation. And what you can do, if you think you might have just a hyperpigmentation, is you can just use some lemon. Lemon is a natural bleaching agent, so cut a lemon in half and take the inside part and just, go over the underarm area with it. Try to do it like, 2 or 3 times a day, perhaps morning and night, and maybe sometime during the day, to help lighten your skin. Lemon does lighten the skin, it lightens the hair, so it can be beneficial. Some people respond very well to it, so do give lemon a chance if you think that you could perhaps have a hyperpigmentation situation with your skin. Obviously, if yours is caused by shaving and you're seeing the little follicle being dark under the skin, then putting lemon there isn't going to help you, because your problem is due to what you're seeing under your skin. And lastly, what it also could be is a buildup of dead skin cells. Now, under our armpits, we have a lot of little creases, and we have little bumps and ridges and things like that. And when your skin cells shed, sometimes they don't come off all the way if you don't scrub them off. So it might be a great idea for you, if you've got some trapped dead skin cells there that have built up. This can happen on your elbows too, and your knees, places where you don't always scrub, or I've seen it on ankles and things like that. What you should do is just get an exfoliator, preferably one with a lactic acid in it, and just use that every day. And slowly you'll start to slough off those dead skin cells, and you will take away the darkness with it. Waxing often removes dead skin cells with it, and so a lot of times you will get that lighter effect after waxing. But St. Ivy's has a great one. I think it's called Timeless Renew, and it's got lactic acid in, which is an alpha hydroxy acid. You can also just use a washcloth with some soap, anything that'll rough up your skin cells, and just slough them away. So that helps a lot, and I think that with regular use, you can have smoother and clearer skin on the surface with exfoliating. So I hope I was able to shed some light on something that women do consider an embarrassing situation. I've gotten lots of people write me about it. I hope I was able to help you. I hope you'll give some of my suggestions a try, and let me know how it works for you. And please subscribe, because I have a lot more to come, something of interest to everyone. And please visit me at my blogspot, where I do a lot of writing, and I am now on Facebook, so if you haven't visited me there, please do, and like my page so we can stay connected that way too. Okay, I will see you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.